So the next thing we're going to talk about is posts and Insta story. This is before we're going to get into inviting because you can't invite if you're not posting anything. I use a software called Plan, Plann, and it helps me organize, edit, look at my post a little differently. And it tells you what are like prime times to post. Say you're busy, say you're working, you could plan stuff ahead of time, time it, and then you get an alert on your phone, oh, it's time to post. That works out really well. Usually it's during the times of 7 p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. at night. So that'll be right available on there. So you take your picture, write out what you want, put a couple hashtags. What I do is I put 4 of them in the post because I like to have a couple things to hone in on. And then I do additional hashtags. And there's a part in there that you could look for hashtags. What I post about, let's talk about there. Figure out, and I think you're learning in the Coach Basics class, what are things that define you? What make you you? Obviously we're all doing health and fitness right now because that's where we're coaches, but what is making you, other than that, a Beachbody coach? I'm a nurse practitioner and a nurse. I'm a dog mom. I'm eating disorder recovery. I'm divorced. I'm rebuilding my life. I'm very family oriented. I'm a homebody. Those are things that make me me, and I talk about them. So that is my network. That is what I bring in. Oh, I'm also gluten-free. That's something else I talk about. Those are hashtags I focus on when I'm talking about those topics. When you're looking for hashtags, you want to aim for numbers of followers between 20,000 and 500,000. Because if not, you fall into this like ball of nothingness that your post won't be pulled up and be relevant to those people that are following. So if you use something like Plan, and even if you pull it up on Instagram, you'll see the numbers. 20,000 to 500,000. And you could pick certain things you always use. I like to use nurse practitioners. I like to use grit and grind, multiples of Instagram, stuff like that. Keep it original. Keep it you. Don't be someone else. People could feel that. They could see that. That will set you apart. Okay, so you got your post planned for your, I call it a wall, but for your wall. Let's talk about Insta Story. And this is something I struggled with and I'm still learning about, and I just got some great information from a group that I'm in. Certain things that I think are great to focus on are these following topics, and you want to keep your story about 10 things a day. You really don't want to make it less than that. You don't want to make it too more than that because then you'll bore people. Post about your shake or your Beachbody product. Post about Energize or your supplement you're using. A lot of people like Energize, it's really popular, but don't pick a picture of you with the Beachbody Performance container Energize. That's boring. It's salesy, it's my magic unicorn juice. Like, add a little bit of wonder and awe and magic. Like, oh my God, what is that? It's called something, I can't think of the name right now, but it's a thing. Social marketing, I don't know, it's sexier. Like my shakes, I like to post like the other day I did a pretty post outside and I stomped it down and it said Cellulite Crusher. I didn't say it was Shakeology, it just made it fancier and special. These are just suggestions. You don't have to do it like this, but this is what's worked for me. Pictures outside are great. It's the best lighting. You want pictures to look inviting and pretty, like take good shots if you could. So you post about your shake every single day because you drink it every single day. Take credit for it. Take credit for your supplements, your workout. Something I was doing wrong is I was just posting like my whole workout. No one wants to watch that. If you look, you could see your followers drop off. You're losing your market. So post maybe 1, 2, 3 shots, maybe do 1 active shot, a picture of you being done, and put an invite in there. That's a great way to invite people. What I learned from my coach is you could do a poll. If you go into your Insta story, like where you do your graphics are great. They keep people involved. Hashtags are great there. If you do the poll, a couple of them I like are want to lose 5 to 15 pounds in 21 days. You're indirectly marketing 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme. I like to put yes or more info, please. It's a great way to market the product without being salesy, like, oh my God, do you want to start 21 Day Fix? No one wants to do it that way. Another thing I like to do is take pictures of my meals. Nutrition is something big to put up there. Sometimes I put want help starting a meal plan, drop emoji below. Sometimes people are lazy. I'm lazy. I'm a scroll person. It's easier to drop an emoji than send someone a direct message. So you drop the emoji below. Sometimes I put the actual emoji. So nutrition is something you want to talk about as well. Do something motivational. You could put a quote, you could put something you saw, or put the motivational thing right in on top of a picture of you working out. That works too. And then personal. Put something about your life. Make it relevant and just make it fun and make it you. So those are things, hey Mom, those are things you could be consistent with your story. And if you stick to a format like that, you can never go wrong. And consistency. That is what makes this huge. People are going to get into this, and, you know, everyone talks about it. They know someone who's a Beachbody coach, but it's the people who stick around that are going to be successful. Dig in, do it every day, post your stuff every day. You're already doing it. You're here. Take credit for it, and invite in your story. I hope this was helpful. We're going to move on into inviting. If you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you're doing both on Facebook and Instagram. If not, that's okay too. Figure out what you're comfortable with. Hope this was helpful.